Ho ho ho! Welcome back to another The Morning Skate Show with the Hockey Coach Guru. Coach Freshy directly from the Sunshine State in Florida. Beautiful sky, blue sky today again in the south of Florida. December 30, 2021. We are at the end of the 2021. We're going to jump in to the 2022. Are you ready? Are you ready for 2022? But until then, again, a lot of news around the NHL we're going to bring to you. We're going to review the game of what happened yesterday. We're going to talk a little bit about what's coming tonight, the preview in NHL with 7 games until possible some could be postponed. And finally, we're going to give you the friendship quiz at the end, under or over 3 questions. We're going to do this inside of 60 minutes. That's what is on the program for the Morning Skate Show with the Hockey Coach Guru, Coach Frenchy. So thanks to join us again this morning. We have a few people around the world with us, and we thank each one of you. Of course, we have directly from la belle province de Québec, dans la région de Sherbrooke, Nicolas de Goubi-Bono. On l'appelle le Scout, on l'appelle Alexis, et finalement, on l'appelle Alexis Dubuc. Welcome back. Directement dans la belle province de Québec, et directement celui qu'on aime le plus entre les deux frères, parce qu'il est le partisan du Canadien de Montréal. We welcome the best brother of the family, the one that loved the Montreal Canadiens, Roger L. in the house. Happy lunch break, my friend. Thanks to stop by. The number 1 fan of Florida Panthers, directly from South Florida, the Cubano. Back with a cigar, Mr. Frank Zalazar in the house. I bet, Frank, you're happy with the W last night from the Florida Panthers against the New York Rangers with a great big W of 4-3. Great comeback again. We're going to talk about that game the next couple of minutes. Alexis, si c'est Montembeault qui a le COVID, ils font quoi? C'est pas Montembeault qui a le COVID, Alexis. Donc, il n'y a pas de problème. Au pire aller, si c'est Montembeault, ils ont McNavid also comme là. COVID who, Whitey, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us. Directly from North Carolina, number 1 fans of the Detroit Red Wings. We wish him a happy new year. Mr. Caleb South in the house. Directly from Ottawa, number 1 fans of the Senators, back in the house today. Mr. Corey Hill in the house. You're welcome, Roger. And of course, the number 1 fans of the Hockey National Show, the moderator, the helper, the insider of the Vegas Golden Knight, back with us. Welcome back. We thank him also, Mr. Adam, the swimmer, the teacher, Burger in the house. Come on down, directly from Moncton, New Brunswick, finally back and feel better, Mr. Johnny Golden. Yeah, possible. Maybe the Carolina could trade the driver, the Zamboni, for the Montreal Canadiens. They have the copyright, they have the rights on that goaltender, but we'll see what happens. Ceux qui vont rappeler, il y a des, ils vont pas rappeler personne, Alexis et Nicolas. Ils vont les rappeler pour la partie de samedi en Floride, mais il n'y a pas personne qui va être rappelé à ce cas-là. il y a toujours an emergency backup goaltender at each game. So, in case they will use that one if it is the case. Moy in the house, Yamu Vertanen. Here we go. It's happened a lot. We just have to block them. And that's it. That's easy to do that. We just block them. Roger, where about in Ottawa are you, Nicola? I'm from Ottawa too. Hi, coach. Hi.
You are awesome.
Kelly, welcome back. Welcome back, Miss Kelly. Directly from Toronto. Hopefully an amazing, great day so far. And directly from Alberta. I bet it's cold over there. And number one fans of the Edmonton Oilers, where that's not looking good in Edmonton right now. Mr. Andy Kuivula. J'ai vu qu'ils vont rappeler, Chum l'a dit. Ouais, en plein ça. En plein ça. En plein ça. Okay, that's what. Welcome, everybody. Don't forget to click on the like. That'd be awesome. Thanks for joining us today. Come, like I said, we have a lot of news going around the league. Kelly, this is still a show about Montreal. I'm not a Maple Leaf. Adam, here we go. The first punch of the day is happened from Adam to Kelly. And what about we call him the Bud. We call him the Monkey. We call him the Boy. At the end of the day, we call him Bud the Monkey back in the house. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Bud. Hopefully you have enjoyed the W of your Panthers last night. A team where finally found the W. Big game for them tonight. Again, at Tampa Bay Lightnings. And we'll see what happens about them. More Senator fans make this live stream even better. Correct? Just your game with you, Kelly, of course. So let's dive in right away what's going on around the league. Like I said, and it was mentioned in the chat a few minutes ago, about 20 minutes ago, Dominic Schramm, the head coach of Montreal Canadiens, announced case number 12, case number 13, 13 player right now on the COVID-19 protocol. 2 more players going to add on this protocol. Unfortunately, I don't have the name. It was not mentioned on the social media like when I came live. So I don't know the name are out at that moment. If someone knows who they are, please don't forget to let us know about that. And that will be interesting. But that's the situation with the Montreal Canadiens at that moment. Another, bad news. And then, last night, and I was watching this morning about the rules, how the NHL, and why the Montreal play and everything like that. At the end of the day, guys, this is a business in NHL. They have to make money. That different team in NHL, when they play on the road, make the team make more money. That's the case with the New York Rangers. That's the case with the Montreal Canadiens example. What are you talking about? But when the Montreal Canadiens come to Tampa Bay, when they come to Carolina, or they go to the Panthers game, they pack the house. I understand Tampa is more different, but like tomorrow, the Panthers, if they cancel the game because Montreal Saturday, they cannot play, that's bad for the Panthers because they make a ton of money about that game when the Canadiens Montreal can. So what happening? They try to not cancel or postpone any game for the Montreal Canadiens again for the Panthers. They try to play that game. Now, what is the limit of the player? How they turn out? Since the COVID now they have a taxi squad each team. They have not a rules, but the speculation from what I heard, it's a 16 minimum player, skater, have to play for not cancel the game. So if they can manage like a 10-6, right, skater, not including the goaltender, they will let the team play. They will not cancel the game. So now that's what the new pattern of what's going on in the NHL before the NHL cancel a game and it goes like that. So you have to remember those kind of the situation. Everybody is different, but that's the reason Montreal would try to play those games and on the road. The second thing, Montreal may be going to lose 9 games postponed in January because now Quebec, la province of Quebec, curfew, shutdown. This is the apocalypse or apocalypse, whatever they call it, all right, in the province of Quebec. They are the only place in the world are 82% people are vaccinated. They are vaccinated. They are all, most of them are. But they are the only province of Quebec and the world is shut down everything. So I don't get it. I don't get it, but it is what it is in Quebec, right? So that's the situation about that. So all the games Montreal Canadiens in January are going to be canceled in Montreal. Expect about 9 of them at least they will be canceled. So that's a little bit I want to explain to you the situation with NHL about how they make the rules, everything like that, about the participation, not participation. Every case, every team is different about that. One Edmonton play in Arizona, example. A lot of people from Arizona. The same thing with Vegas. It will be hard to cancel a game in Vegas because a lot of people follow their team in Vegas. So you have some different location in the league. The team try to play their game because they attract the opponent team, attract fans inside their building. So that's the situation about that one over there. So I tried to catch up with everything that was going on in the chat. Buddy Monkey, Go Vancouver, Adam. Over under on fight tonight. I don't know. Buddy Monkey, they would fight a lot. I think that's the game that both teams want to win. You're not going to fight. You're going to feel like some playoff time tonight, but not like usually I expect, because it's not worth. You know what I mean? Like the Tampa Bay play with a third goaltender at that moment. What I'm curious to know is how the Florida Panthers going to react tonight. Is it Knight? Is it Owenson? Or they are back with Bobrovsky? And remember, they play Saturday also. So I really believe they're going to be with a backup goaltender, the Florida Panthers. I don't know which one. And then Legacy should be back in the lineup for the Tampa Bay, where they're missing Kucherov and a couple of big pieces of the puzzle. So the Florida should win that game, but it will be interesting how they're going to do that for that. Hello, Mr. Inotap. Directly from Lil Perro. Feel better, hopefully. Welcome back, Mr. Richard Mullen in the house. We don't know yet the players. I don't know. I'm not there yet. But who is going to be the goaltender tonight for the Abs? It would be McNiven if it's Montembeault is sick. McNiven should be the one. Corey Hill, come on, is what tried to get the Montreal in my second favorite team. Third is Montreal. Everything like that, not a problem. Quebec going to shut down the market tonight. Les épiceries, everything. Dean Everson answer coaching staff resign. Hi, and out tap. Raven, you should collaborate with the Flying Flea again. Team from Canada can play in Vegas. Legacy and Owenson expect bad goalie tonight. Yamo, that's what he was talking about. Spencer is Tampa father, so I go with Knight. Qui va être le gardien pour les Hurricanes is Renta tonight. Renta. Montembeault confirm. Yamo. So is it Montembeault? I don't know. I follow you guys in the chat. Some say Montembeault play. Some say Montembeault have the COVID. Do you know is Montembeault have the COVID or not? So that would be my question to you guys, but I don't know what's going on right now from you guys about that. So if you can do this, that'd be awesome. If you don't mind to confirm if you know if Montembeault has the COVID or not. Right? That's the most important thing. If you know if Montembeault has the COVID let us know, because right now some questions said who will be the goaltender. If Montembeault cannot play, he's going to be with McDavid. About that. Yes, he have the COVID with McDavid. After Raymond last game, AJ moved from 1 to 14 in the all-golden this season, about a monkey. Si ça continue, il aura juste au Québec que la COVID va rester, puis dans le reste du monde va être normal. Ouais, ben d'accord avec toi. So, from Alexis, Montembeault, McDavid, Primo, all three have the COVID-19. So, from what I heard about this, au fait, si le Canadien manque de joueurs à Laval ou à Trois-Rivières, il pourrait m'appeler. Pour qui je viens jouer avec. Okay, so the situation right now, from what we heard now, from Alexis, McDavid, Montembeault, Primo. So I don't know what's the goaltender after that. I don't know. If someone knows the news, some know what's going on, I mentioned about the Montreal Canadiens, that'd be great, because right now, like I said, it's a fun live. We heard all its fun rumor, we've done that. So I know Primo was on the COVID yesterday. Poulin looked like Kevin Poulin is a goaltender tonight from Alexis. So I don't know. When I listening the press conference of Dominic Charm 10 minutes ago, he's only mentioned you have 2 players have the COVID. I never heard the name of the players during the press conference. So I don't know about that at that moment. I hope the government lets us free. Richard, yes, possible will be about that. Let's move on for a couple of things going on to you guys. And we're going to start, of course, right away. Who is this question? Who is the goaltender? Who is the goaltender? Frederick Anderson. Smith. Colt Frenchie. Welcome back from Kentville, Mr. Dan Ogilvy. Richie. Toscala. Jack Campbell. Grand Fuhrer. We don't have no time anymore. Anybody can save. Here we go. And our tab is going to save everybody. Of course, it's Mr. Hutchinson. I thought Kelly's going to mention the name. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. And welcome back, Jose Duarte and Michael Hutchinson, the pass. Here we go. Bad the Monkey, congratulations also. And we have someone else, Dan Ogilvy. Both of you, welcome aboard. Who is this goaltender? Grafford. Lanner. Darren Pink. Ed Bedford. I like this song. Womp, 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 womp. Thomas. Marc-André Fleury. The time's getting more done. Anybody can save the rest of the group. Ray Emery, Nicolas, that's a good thinking. And out tap. Pick it up. Save everybody in our tap. Jack Campbell, Dave Keane. Welcome aboard, Dave. Creighton, no. Jack Campbell, no. Campbell, no. Charlie Brown, Richard, no. In our tap, not around. And this guy, it was a little bit difficult. He became one of the oldest players winning in NHL. It was it's Joey Glass. Joey Glass, Glass, came for call from the Radford to cover the Corey Crawford, and he became one of the oldest players as a goaltender. Joey Glass. So it was not an easy one, honestly, about that. And because you see the face, it's not easy. Big news for the Minnesota Wild this morning. Whatever Cam Talbot is not going well, whatever the team has on the straight, a losing of 4, they resign everybody over there. The coach, the assistant coach, everybody got contract. Christmas, Santa Claus show up, knock the door on each one of them, deliver a contract. And it was not mentioned. It was all disclosure, the money and the years per week. Only thing we heard is a multi-years contract for the staff. Well done, Mr. Dean Everson. Couple more years behind the bench for the Minnesota Wild. So that team should be back normal in the next couple of weeks. But again, congratulations for Dean about that. Kaprizov Santa, Kaprizov looked like Putin. And Banamakisa Fiala about that one with that. Oh, it's easy to get this one there for sure. It's Doug Armstrong. Doug Armstrong got a 700 win as a general manager in NHL. So congratulations for Doug Armstrong for him with the St. Louis Blues, where guys, the Blues are real. I was really impressed yesterday about their performance, everything like that. So congratulations for Doug Armstrong. So I have one more question about this. I forgot to mention that one over there, and he was behind Doug Armstrong. So who is this player? That's one more to go. I'm with some Sprite Cranberry, yet Cranberry. Awesome. Whitey. I'm not Dave is a Christmas killer. Correct. Omicron, nothing. But the monkey is put in. Wow. I put the picture there because Adam said as Adam said, Putin right away. So I have this on my picture right there. So it was honestly Putin. And then we have Mr. Wow, a long time ago. We have still his sound effect in the house. He was always with us, Mr. Chainsaw Man in the house this morning. Welcome, Chainsaw Man. Long time. One great was with us at the beginning. At the beginning, we started the show in the morning with Michael DeVillano. Chainsaw Man will show up all the time. We thank you, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well. We wish you happy holidays, but also happy New Year, Mr. Chainsaw Man. For that 7 goal, the French can see number 11. They also one YouTube video is playing about him. And I want to express a little bit what's going on with the World Junior Championship, a little bit about that. I want to mention about, they have some people are upset, players are upset, people, other, everything like that. And at the end of the day, I want to express to you an Instagram post by the goaltender Simon Laskowski from the Slovakia. I will try to go slowly with the picture so you can read a little bit more is what he think about that. But what he's thinking is about this. We all live at the hotel where also live normal citizens. And a hotel where also barber shop, restaurant, and boutique where normal people were welcome to come. That restaurant was packed every night, so we were in a contact with the people who was not part of the tournament all the time. The funny thing ever is that they were waiting at the hotel today. What a joke. The people who work at the hotel or waitress who work with us went home every night. True, everyone has been tested every day, but we know that the positive case do not have to show up right after being in contact with someone. So how does it make sense? Only a couple of players from the team were testing positive. It was never been whole team or half of the team. Why the negative players could not play? Why everyone recommend vaccine when the rules are still the same? Yes, I was vaccinated, and every single player of our team did not make a difference. Why the double IHF did not try to find a solution to continue with a tournament? They already lost a lot of money. Those money has really been waste for nothing. They could at least try to figure out something how to finish this tournament. They did not. They decide to end this tournament like it is some pointless couple of games for some random guy who spent the holidays in Canada. I would like to thank to Hockey Slovakia for doing their best and the way they treat us. I feel like a pro. On the hand, I would like to thank my teammates. They was the best group of people I could have ever been part of. This team has the potential to bring medal home. I believe in us, and every single guy on the team did. I love you guys. The coach on this team tried to do their best with condition we have. They was supposed to be special. It is just sad and at their junior hockey age. Thanks to the fans who cheer for us those days. We see every single message, and I don't think I have more words to describe this tournament. This tournament, it was a joke by the WHF, and people organized that tournament, everything like that. So my point to you guys, I want to bring to you, that's the feeling of one player. That's the feeling of many players. It's a sad situation, and it was not organized. It was not really planified the right way. It was people made that tournament really like with no with no structure and case, option 1, option 2, option 3. They did not bring, they bring the people all around the world with not in the bubble compared to the year before that. They did not organize the tournament like mentioned, have one case could completely forfeit the game completely. And that's really the sadness about that one over there, about that, because some of them never going to have a chance and the opportunity to play again junior. Their dream fall apart in 72 hours. Their dream go out of their mind rapidly by the decision of people did not do well, organize a solid, great tournament. This should not happening. They call this professional. They call this the people who should run that team, that tournament better, with a better structure, a better plan. And unfortunately, they did not. So my point to you today, I was said, we cannot blame anybody else at the organization of the WIHF. That's only them can carry on this on their shoulder. And hopefully, like anything else in life, you learn from mistake. You learn from consequence. And hopefully they will turn around to make this better the next time. Hopefully they're going to find a way to make this better. And after the cancellation of the women in January, after they canceled 4 other tournaments upcoming in 2022, they decide to do it that way where everybody, players love hockey, coaches love hockey. Family carry on all around the world to go to Edmonton. And I can consider like this and have that end that way. It's very a sad day about that. I don't want to blame any other effects, the people on the double I and HF. And that's, like I said, that dream became a nightmare for many of them. And they never going to have another opportunity. And that's the situation about that. So I just want to sharing an Instagram from someone that was a part of this. Not me, not the parents, not a prospect, and not like a someone reporter. It was just a player, a goaltender. His feeling about the situation. So I think it was appropriate to bring to you this morning and sharing with you about that one over there. So I tried to catch up with everything's going on here. Just because a few players got the comment, that makes sense. Dave, please. Filing coach said there should be an initial role on this tournament. He said bad organization was not COVID issue. That was exactly my point yesterday, coach. And the team cannot have different rules. Yamo, imagine crying over Omicron. Yes, you're exactly right. Tap. The IFA dropped the puck by time at this tournament. I agree with you. They cancel this to spell the kill woman. People need to be fired for not having a plan B. Hi, Kevin DB. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much, Danny, to join us this morning. Hopefully, your family, your friend, and yourself feel better. And hopefully, it's only, milestone, the worst case, and nothing more could happen to you, Danny. And welcome aboard. And, well, Roger is right here, Danny. Just want to let you know that. Hello, Kevin. He could have separate team in different hotel. That would be pretty stupid. Wrong. The play would be it's a little bit like last season. Would be better. They have a committee about this. Play hit the list. That's right. Bro, new dinner is cancelled. Here we go, Roger. So Danny, see, you both of you have to come here to let you know what's going on. So no dinner for everybody. I know. I just want to send on the notes. So tell that. Hi, Danny. Coach, you only learn in life when you admit to making mistakes. I would admit no such things. Yeah, we have to be, and for 10 days, get this thing again. In our time, they are just like the international. I don't understand why I pray for family. Love you, bro. And so far, so good, coach. Glad to hear that, about that, everything like that. We mentioned this earlier. Again, I don't know if you know the news. Some one of you, I know Adam in our tap. Many of you follow a lot of things going on Twitter, Instagram, everything like that. If you know about the situation of Montreal Canadiens, you know who they are about COVID-19 or the situation for goaltender, please sharing with you. And anytime, guys, you come here live with me, if you hear the news, don't hesitate to mention to us. You don't hurt me or coach, you have to tell. Not at all. We are here together. And if you hear something, please sharing with us, and that'll be good about that. So, so glad to hear that, Danny. Thank you so much, Jose, to that. You're welcome, Danny. As a great to hear that about that. So the next one I want to mention to you, the case is the next thing. All right, what's going to happen with that part of there? So the QM, the CHL, many teams are now cancel the game until the game until January 14. Follow up, if you follow a lot of junior, follow up with them every time to see what's going on with them when they restart and the play back, and that's what the situation. Team Canada, unfortunately, will never happen, and it could happen in June or summer or everything like that. It would not be the same feeling, the not same thing, and everything could change now for today until then. Maybe someone get injured, everything like that. So it could happen. I don't say it would not, but it could happen about that one over there. Thank you so much, Roger. Another problem, Danny. It's all good about that. 6 games yesterday. Did not do well my prediction. And I'll tap. That's your fault. I did better on fantasy hockey. But let's go striving this for about 10 minutes, guys, to go game at a time. That'd be the best way to do that. Yes, Adam. About that, Spurgeon and Eriksson are out for a couple of weeks. and Bowden is on the day-to-day. They will feel about that. So, hey, go, leave, go. Yes, exactly, Mr. Danny. The first game, guys, the Buffalo Sabres, again, the New Jersey Devil, is a game momentum shifting. It was by 2 goals. What are you talking about, coach? First of all, the Devils scored 2 goals rapidly at the beginning of the game to take the lead 2-0. Buffalo welcomed a couple of players. Was interesting to watching. Peter Grabs, Paterka, I believe, or Paconta, I cannot remember his last name, and also Alex Tuck for the Sabres. The Devils, after they snapped the 6th loss, honestly, came back stronger, and they take the lead 2-0. Now, Buffalo came back with 2 goals at the beginning of the second period to tie the game 2-2. And it was after 40 minutes, it was that way until the third period, where the Devils come back with 2 goals and take the lead 4-2. So they have a chance. The opportunity. Sharakovic scored his 6th of the season. And finally, for the Buffalo Sabres, guys, they come back with 1 goal. And at least at 3 minutes 36, I believe, there was the third goal still remaining for the game. And obviously, no chance to tie the game 4-4. And then finally, the Devils snapped their streak from 6 loss and beat the Buffalo Sabres, where they play again tonight, the Buffalo Sabres. So we have Jack Hughes scored the winning goal also for the Devils. Jack Hughes, it was his first goal, come back for his injury. Glad to see the 86. The Devils play well overall. Blackwood gave 2 goals where he should maybe 2 or 3 goals where I think they should stop. But the Devils did enough to win that W and finally stop. Ty Smith have a better game. Ty Smith have a difficult year so far. But he find a way about that. Luukkonen, it was Luke Luukkonen. He was a goaltender for the Buffalo Sabres. Cannot do everything possible. I feel like he was not his best game between the pipe for them. But again, the Devils find a way to win that game over there. Main girl in the house. So, I don't know. People was mentioned Montebo I don't know what Alexi was talking about. Now, Montebo does not have the COVID-19. So, I don't see Montreal with a problem with goaltender now. It's Montebo is the goaltender for tonight. Confirmed right now at that moment. Very good game for Jack Hughes yesterday. Main goal set even. They also talk about rescheduling the World Junior. Come well, do you think it could happen? They talk about this, Corey, yesterday also. I don't know how they can do that. You have to think about this guy. Every player is like junior at that level, and the NHL, the professional, whatever you play in SHL, everything, they have the routine. They have the everything have their own season, right? The pre-camp, the training, the off-season, and then you have the season, and then you have the playoff. It's a calendar where they have the month per month, weeks by weeks, everything like that. And bring that tournament where it's supposed to be at that time of the year and bring back in June where they're supposed to be the training, they're supposed to be interviewing for the prospect, and they have after that the draft. The timing is not really, and then you have the Memorial Cup. It just doesn't make sense to me. And then bring this in July. The draft is in June. Forget about that. That's simple for me. It is what it is. Let's move on to the next one. That would be my solution about this. Montembeault is confirmed. 2 unnamed player was put on the COVID protocol this morning from Montreal. That was confirmed. The NHL should have the tournament in the bubble like last year. I agree with you. Exactly about that, Adam. I don't know how they can do that for sure. The game number 2, guys. And then I want to mention to you about this because I have a red flag this morning. What? I have a red flag. I'm really concerned about New York Rangers. Yeah, but he just lost 4-3 against the Panthers. It was 3-1 for them, and everything was looking good, but the Panthers come back again. And third period, score 3 goals, unanswered, straight, and then they win the game 4-3. After they was take the lead 4-2, and then 6-5, the Rangers scored the third goal about 42 seconds remaining, I believe, or 34 seconds remaining at the third period at the end of the game, but the Panthers went 4-3. Hey, Joey Armada, are you around? Joey is a fan of the Rangers. Did you check the schedule? Did you check again who they lost their game? It's not looking good. What? It's not looking good. What? Yeah. They did not beat any team. They are at the top of the league at that moment, and they have a playoff record. That's a concern about the New York Rangers, guys. They beat a lot of the team at the bottom. They beat a lot of team in the middle of the pack. But they did not beat the best team in the league so far. They are 0-4-1. That's a concern about the Rangers. My point to you, I want to mention to you, for the next couple of weeks, the Rangers could have a drop in the ranking. Pay attention for the Rangers. Oh, yeah, Panarin, everything like that. I did not like what I saw yesterday. The time management of the players, the line, the way they play. It's not a team can be at the top 5 in my eyes at that moment. I would be a concern about that one over there. I just want to share with you about this, the stat a little bit deeper, and that's a concern about me, about them. Rangers need an actual right W. That's a good one. Same with the Leaf. They're winning 5-1 and then losing the game. Much confidence. There was my own comments. Not worry. Corey. Golden Thing has keep New Rangers on the top because the Leaf are not good. About he said not saying not but good, but they are not good. Yeah, that's what he said. The game number 3, guy. I'm going to wrap it up everything a little bit quicker so we can go through what I was trying to explain to talk to you today. The Washington Capitals. That's a funny game, guys. And we are in the world right now. We got frustrated. We are really, their skin is really at the end. We want to jump right away. We want to, like that. Hold up. We don't like negative comments. We don't like everything happening. We're ready to jump right away. What are you talking about, coach? But the game between Nashville and Washington, guys, this was ugly about fight and pushing. And there was like a lot of time they was talking each other. The ref make a good control of the game. But there was like a lot of things. Adaway was around everything. Tom Wilson, at the end of the game, Granlund. This from the beginning to the end, guys. A lot of things. The next game in April. Put this on your calendar. April, Nashville, Washington. It'll be really interesting to watching this. It's not a rivalities like inside the division. This is completely a East and a West team. But geez, a lot of pushing yesterday. A funny thing about this, the Washington dominate the first period 3-0. Remember, Washington before the playoff, before the holidays, they collapsed against the Florida Panthers. Remember that game? They collapsed against them. And then last night, almost happening to them. 3-0 lead, everything is fine, the party and the building. But after that, the Nashville come back with 3 goals at the second period to tie the game 3-3. And now you feel another kind of energy. Tom Wilson lose his mind at the end of the game. It was really strange. And then the Washington are on power play. They not score. By the way, they are 0-6 power play yesterday. Ovechkin, they have 274 goal power play in NHL, tied with Dave Andrechuk. He played 11 minutes on power play yesterday, 0 goal. But during the penalty, power play, about 6-7 minutes of the game, Washington got a penalty to play a 4 versus 4. During the time, the penalty of the Washington shut down. All right, so they go at 0. All right, now they have a daily penalty for Washington, and then Kusanov behind the net pick up the puck, score a goal against Nashville, like where nobody thought he was going to have a chance to score, and gave the winning goal for the Washington, and finally an empty net win the W against Nashville. That cut also a straight snap for the Nashville. Washington find a way to beat them. Now back at the position number 1 in the division. But great to see Oshie, Wilson, Backstrom, Kusanov back in the lineup. Now, the star of the night, it was John Carlson. 1 goal, 3 assists for them, 4 points for the defenseman, number 74. And that's the way the Washington beat yesterday, that team over there. About that. Edmonton have a problem. Now, the next game I want to mention to you guys is the St. Louis Blues and the Edmonton Oilers. Now, we know the Edmonton Oilers struggle at that moment by injuries, COVID-19. Now, Mike Smith back in the lineup. That will helping them at some point, but the defense struggle a lot. And McDavid does not play like McDavid, and Draisaitl does not play like Draisaitl they did since the beginning of the season. But I don't want to talk about them. Other the fact, not him. I don't know where he's at. Anyway, I will show the picture later. The St. Louis Blues guys, wow. Without Buchnevich, but Thomas back, Kiro back, Perron back. Many of them are back in the lineup. Bennington, unbelievable save yesterday. Beat the Edmonton Oilers guy 4-2. They are real. They are really real. We talk about Vegas reborn and getting better. We talk about Colorado. They are coming, right? And Nashville, they're looking good. We have to believe on St. Louis Blues. The way they played yesterday, this team is looking good, and they are legit. The goaltender was great, make an amazing, great save. The defenseman looking good, and the power forward scoring, Brendan Saad, Chen, O'Reilly, Tarasenko, and you know those, and Kiro, Robert Thomas have an amazing, great year. Come back yesterday, and they beat Edmonton Oilers 4-2. And whatever at home, they're looking good, guys. So just want to mention about the St. Louis Blues. Every time about the game. Good morning, Joseph Lahem, Mr. Cookies. Not this one, Mr. Cookies. Coach, I missed maybe some things going on around. We will moderate you. I have a plan for Somni talking about the Avs leave to be in the Avs room. Or did you hear the break news? Did you hear the break news, Danny? Leave to be. I don't know about the next breaking news mentioned to us about that. The Philadelphia Flyers guy 3-2 over the Seattle Kraken. Very bad prediction for me, the last two. I knew the Flyers. I should stay with the Flyers in my head. And Vancouver again also. But let's start game with the Flyers. Very good game overall. The Seattle struggled on goaltender again. But 1-0 the Flyers. And then it was 2-1 the Kraken. The Flyers come back after Jeremy Lauzon scored 15 seconds later. Tied the game 2-2. And then an OT. Wow. An OT. Pronav, the defenseman, Russia, for the Flyers, completely demystified. And the goaltender for the Seattle Crowbar from the fake from the left to the right and the turn back right and scored a goal. And that was unbelievable goal about that one over there for him. But at the end of the day, for me, was like the 600 assists. 600 assists of Claude Giroux, guys, during the game yesterday. And also, I'm sorry, my phone. And also, the 884 point with the Flyers, become the second overall all-time point with the Flyers. Claude Giroux, and he's just behind Bobby Clark at that moment. So congratulations for Claude Giroux. But again, great performance Flyers. They continue. They are the streak of 5, I believe, right now. Could be 6. And they're looking good. They found a way to beat the Seattle Kraken. It was good to see GVR score a goal for the Flyers, but not good enough for the Seattle yesterday. Yannick Gord scored for them a power play, but Seattle guy not looking good over there. So it was the end of this game at 3-2. Finally, the last game was very interesting. Yes, I watched. After I shut down here, I decided to watching the Vancouver Canucks. The Ducks, after 40 minutes, guy lead 1-0. They played without Zegras. John Gibson was amazing in front of the net for the Anaheim Ducks. But the Vancouver tied the game 1-1 during the third period. And finally, an OT, guys, what happening is this. You know how it works. When you have an opportunity, an OT, a 2 versus 1 or a 3 versus 1, that turn around, and then let's go to another way. And after they have a 3-1 Anaheim Ducks, and the pass on the back door did not do well. Go over the stick, turn around right away to Vancouver, and they come back on breakaway again. Miller scored a goal. Ovat scored a goal and gave the W at the 7th straight for Bruce. There he is, Bruce. There he is, and gave for the Vancouver Canucks a 7th straight. And joined the record with Jacques Lemaire as the coach starting at 7-0-0. Congratulations, Vancouver, again. And they win. Now they play for 500, 15-15-1. And that division is getting a little bit packed with Calgary, Edmonton, Vegas, the Anaheim. And now you have to add the Vancouver, join the party with them. 5 teams there. So it'll be interesting what happened on that conference, the Pacific Conference, for sure, about this. For an expression, Kraken are really good. I did not hear about the breaking news. For an expression, the Avs fan, welcome aboard. Roger Beginners, Danny, congratulations, Claude, around Claude and Ottawa Senator. So that's happening about this. You're absolutely right, Corey, about Claude Giroux, about that. That's how I did it. 7 game tonight until we talk. The way I'm a little bit concerned about this, a lot of team guys play a back-to-back game. The Florida Panthers host the Tampa Bay Lightning, back-to-back game. Wow. The Montreal Canadiens, Carolina, they have a day off. Carolina did not play Sun holidays. So it'll be interesting to see that. The Nashville, back-to-back game against Columbus. He's back in the house today. It's Patrick Laney. The Islanders, Buffalo. Buffalo play back-to-back game tonight. We'll see what Islanders want to do. The Seattle owes the Calgary Flames. Back-to-back game for the Seattle. At Vancouver, after they done yesterday, they moved from Anaheim to King. I know. It's just stay at the same hotel anyway. Back-to-back game. And finally, the Flyers back-to-back game against the San Jose Sharks. So 7 game, a lot of team. 3 game after 10 o'clock. 3 game at 7 o'clock. And 1 game at 7 today. Coach, what are you doing? Of course, I'm going to do it. Montreal Canadiens, Carolina Hurricane. But I'm going to follow the Tampa Bay Lightning on my TV for sure. And then at 10 o'clock, we're going to watching the end of the game. After that, between the Islanders and the Buffalo. And we're going to do a post-game talking about the beginning of the game between Seattle. And we'll hopefully stay around until 11 o'clock or something like that. The next thing I want to talk about this is, no, not this one. This one should be out for sure. And that be conclude everything like that. About this, let's talking about this. Danny 6-2 against Montreal. Talk to you later. My lunch is over. Not a problem. Roger, thanks for stopping by. I'll talk a little bit later. And time, guys, to the Frenchy quiz. The Frenchy quiz. Frenchy quiz. Time to find my pen. Are you ready? Quick. Under, over, everything like that. And we're going to go that way. Now I have a clock, everything. The first question of the day. We talk about Steve Lammer. Who remember Steve Lammer from the Chicago Blackhawks? Steve Lammer played 891 games with the Hawks. Do you believe he scored 405 goals with the Chicago Hawks? Under or over? Thank you, Corey. B, over. Joseph, first one to answer. Danny said under. Nicolas said under. Aspen said over. Yamo said over. Corey said over. Jose said over. Dix Lizik said under. Adam said under. Inotap said over. The answer of this one guy is over. 406 goals. And the winner, Joseph Aspen Yarmo. CH. Who is CH? Corey Hill and Jose and Inotap take the lead 1-0. Time for question number 2. Oh, some of you remember him. Danny Etley from the Atlanta Thrasher, a trade to the Ottawa Senators. Played 869 games with 372 goals he did in NHL. Do you believe he scored 140 goals on power play? Do you believe he scored 140 goals on power play? Not Adam. And that is over the hill, Danny. Nicolas said, Yamo said under. Nicolas said over. Asfan said under. Erad said under. Danny said over. Adam said under. Jose Duarte said under. Jose Lamb said under. Corey over, I know this one. Enotap said over. Dix Lixit said over. Thank you, Dix. The answer of this one over there is over. 143 power play goal. And we have a lead now. Corey Hill with 2. Enotap with 2. But we have also Nicola Goni de Bono. Bono, Jesus. Nicola and Danny and Dix join the rest of the order with 1. We are right now the last one of the day. Radek Dvorak played 18 seasons in NHL. He played with many teams. I believe it's 9 of them. But he played 155 games with Atlanta, Dallas, Carolina, and Anaheim. Do you believe he scored 13 goals and 155 games with the 4 teams I'm talking about? The Thrasher, the Dallas, the Carolina, and Anaheim. Do you believe he scored 13 goals more or under? Adam said over. Thank you. Asfan said over. Joseph said under. Enotep said over. Corey said over. Yamu said under. Erod said under. Jose said over. Asphalt said over. Nicolas said over. Danny said over. Diz said over. C'est quoi la question en français, Nicolas? Il a joué, tu pensais qu'il a compté 13 buts avec 4 équipes différentes avec 155 parties jouées. Coach, Enotap, c'est under coach. Hey. Too late. The time was over, Mr. Enotap. We cannot give you the answer on that one, but the answer, it was 12 under. And we have a few winners today. We have to congratulate a few people today because we have a few people winning. We have Mr. Joseph Laham, the cookies. We have Yami Vertanen, Yarmo Vertanen. We have Corey Hill, Henotap. 4 of them are 2 good answers. And we have Asfan, we have Jose and Nicola, we have Danny, we have Dix, and Erod got the last answer with 1, and that's what the score, the leaderboard of the scoreboard today. And congratulations. I feel like Gallagher did now. So what happening in our tab? So we review, and the time your second answer show up, the time was no time tick tack. That's the reason now we can verify if you are the right time or after the time. And unfortunately, it was 0.8 over time. We cannot give you a 0.5, like you said. So good job, everybody. Like Jose said, that's conclude, guys. Another show. Coach Razor, Danny. Yes, we. Oh my God, it was funny about that one over there. So that's conclude, guys. Another morning. We've been through a lot of things this morning. Thanks for joining us. Thank you so much, Danny. It was great. Hopefully, Danny, we give you a speed recovery to you and your family. And Johnny Golden, Richard Mullen, same way. We hope your health is a little bit better. And for the rest of you guys, don't forget, we are back tonight. What? Yes. What time, Coach? Of course, 5 o'clock. With who? Of course, we're going to be back with the hockey coach, guru, coach friendship, but also the collaborator, the insider, Mr. Enotap. And we'll be back at 7 o'clock for the live stream play-by-play, of course, the warm-up show, 5 o'clock p.m. Until then, we want to remind you,
you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Thank you so much, everybody. We wish you an amazing, blessing afternoon. Until then, be well, be healthy, and find a way to dominate your day. And a great day. Thank you so much, Jose, Danny, and all that. Sorry, great job today. Congratulations, my friend. Sarah, good morning, cousin. What's your age? Have a great day, everyone. Sarah, have an amazing, great day, buddy. That is a we love you, Danny. I'm sure Enotap is laughing right now. Adam, have an amazing, great day. Yabo, go now. Welcome, Solar. Let's go.
Always we parted. You showed in your own way. We would stand
All the
and
time,
we would
Danny.
fall united.
Mix them up.
Come
Hurry.
on, get a grip now. Just finish what you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided. Oh, oh, oh.
Save. Jose, Danny, enough up. Salah.
What do I know?